As a life coach, I love helping people connect the dots using the A.I.M model. A for acknowledge, I for identify, and M for manage. Our entire lives are full of relationships and decisions, so it's in our best interest to find a way to be really good at them. Today, we will continue to build awareness by acknowledging our natural character traits while skimming the surface on identifying our audience. In step 1 of my Wired podcast series, I urge all of my listeners to download the document titled Spectrums from my website, thriveintherealworld.com. When working one-on-one with individuals, a goal of mine is to help them connect traits to their daily thoughts and behavior. Obviously, podcasts are not as personal, but can still be effective in building overall awareness. The path to healthier relationships and wiser decisions is understanding how we are naturally wired. Our temperament is the foundation of our personality, and therefore it is vital that we get to know all about these 4 temperaments. Years ago, I took a color personality test. Around the same time frame, I read a book titled Make a Difference by Dr. Larry Little, which I strongly recommend this quick, easy read to everyone. Although neither the test nor the book mentioned the 4 temperaments by name, it wasn't difficult to connect the 4 colors of the test and the 4 animals in the book to the proper names of the 4 temperaments. Ancient Greek physicians introduced the theory of the 4 temperaments and named them accordingly: choleric, phlegmatic, melancholy, and sanguine. Although it can be easier to think in terms of color or animal, be aware that these are not universal among temperament tests and correlating documentation. Therefore, it is vital that we learn the temperaments by the proper names. Don't worry, I repeat the 4 terms choleric, phlegmatic, melancholy, and sanguine so many times throughout my podcast that hopefully they will become household names. Today, I want to provide you with a quick overview of the temperaments. I have posted a document titled Make a Difference on my website, thriveintherealworld.com, under the Downloads tab to make it easier for you to follow along. It would be beneficial to circle or highlight the words and phrases listed on the document that speak directly to you. While listening to the summaries, you might also start to notice character traits that define people who are closely connected to you. We will begin with the temperament choleric. Cholerics are extroverted, which means they recharge their energy by being around other people and being out in the environment away from their home base. They are result-oriented and focused on completing tasks, giving very little concern for all the details in between. Cholerics have the ability to make quick decisions and are dominant, aggressive, and value strength. Cholerics use words as a tool to get the job done, delegating without emotion. They are insensitive, showing little to no concern for others' feelings. In addition, they are relentless, persistent, and arrogant. Their goal-oriented nature can easily result in being workaholics, tirelessly working until the task is completed. Next is the phlegmatic. Phlegmatics are introverts, which means they recharge their energy by being alone and typically at home. They are service-oriented, placing an incredible importance on helping others or simply being cooperative. Intensely loyal and extremely low maintenance, phlegmatics are social but prefer to be quiet bystanders and good listeners. They have difficulty making decisions, often procrastinate, are slow to react, and resent being forced to do anything. Phlegmatics are careful, deep thinkers and can deliver wise comments with calmness and steadiness. Their poker face and even-tempered nature makes it nearly impossible to know how phlegmatics truly feel. The third temperament is melancholy. Melancholies are introverts, recharging their energy by being alone and typically at home. They are detail-oriented, highly organized, and very structured. As determined problem solvers, melancholies are overly analytical. They are planners who make lists and follow rules. As perfectionists, melancholies place high expectations on others and themselves. They are straightforward communicators using logic and facts. They are cautious and skeptical of just about everything, and desire only a few meaningful relationships versus having a large group of friends. Last but not least is the sanguine. Sanguines are extroverted, recharging their energy by being with other people and being out in the environment away from their home base. Sanguines are people-oriented and fun-loving. They enjoy telling stories and being the life of the party, easily accepting and encouraging others to join. Sanguines are spontaneous, live in the moment, and like variety. Although they are not naturally organized, they deal well with chaos and use humor to deal with negative situations. Sanguines speak before thinking things through and process their wide range of emotions in a dramatic fashion. Hopefully, you are already relating to one or two of these temperaments. As we dig deeper into each one of them, I believe you will be intrigued by what you discover about yourself. To improve communication skills, it is equally important to begin acknowledging how others are wired too. My next 4 Wired series podcasts are individually titled after each temperament: choleric, phlegmatic, melancholy, and sanguine. I recommend that you begin listening to the ones that you connect with the most. Each of these podcasts will have a similar introduction, but then become laser-focused on that specific temperament. Eventually, you will want to listen to all 4 of the podcasts to not only gain the most knowledge, but to also realize that those people actually exist.